Atlanta, Georgia. It's At Home with AJ. And now, your host, Anthony S. and Jasmine.
Hello, everybody. Once again, welcome to our home. This is another segment of At Home with AJ.
My name is Anthony S.
And I am Jasmine.
We are known as
AJ. Yes, we are. And this is little Anthony. He hasn't been around to say hello to you lately, so I'm just going to let him say hi. Hey. He says, I'm still here. Yes, he is. Looking cute as ever.
He's getting a lot of fan mail.
Always, babe. Always. Yeah. And speaking of fan mail, do you have any shout outs?
Yeah, I do.
I have a couple.
Yeah, you go
I
ahead.
have a couple too.
I ladies first.
Ladies first.
Ladies first anyway, yeah. You do that.
Alrighty.
My throat is parched.
Okay.
You know what parched means, right?
I do.
Okay. Throat is parched.
It's parched. Mm-hmm. That's a cute word. Okay, my first shout out is going to. We had this young man on the show last week.
Mm-hmm. I think I know.
And he is a well-known trumpeter here in the Atlanta area. His name is Mr. Randy Skinner.
What's up, Randy?
And shout out is going out to Randy. On Facebook, he has an event coming up. It's called Live from the Glow Ballroom, Skin Tones in Pursuit. Oh, yes. And it's Friday, July 1st and Saturday, July 2nd. 2 nights he's going to be there. It's located at 6025 Peachtree Parkway, Peachtree Corners, Georgia, 30092. So you guys remember, I always say support is contagious. So pass it on. You guys show up and show out.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying here. Mm-hmm. And I have another shout out, babe, to another former guest. His name is Mr. Reggie Boone.
Reggie.
Yes, we love you, Reggie. Let me pull up his.
We gotta catch up to him. He's been real busy.
I know, real busy.
Yeah.
Let's see, where is Reggie gonna be? Reggie is. This is called an evening with R&B inspirational recording artist Reggie Boone, and this is gonna be Sunday, June 26th, and the time is 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Community Achievement Center, 4522 Flat Shoals Parkway, Decatur, Georgia, 30034. And you can get tickets through eventbrite.com. It's called the Incomparable Reggie Boone. You can RSVP by calling this number, 470-545-4788. And that is Reggie Boone. You do not want to miss that, June 26th. We love Reggie.
Oh
yeah.
Reggie.
Of course.
I haven't seen him since, gosh.
And we got to try to get out.
Yeah. Try to get back on the show.
He and Randy. Yeah, we got to check that out.
We got to get him back on the show. Catch up. He's done so much since he's been on the show the first time.
Right, babe. You got any shout outs?
I got a shout out to a very, very cool drummer that we all know, you and I.
Who's that?
John Khalifa. John, got you, John. John Khalifa of the Soul Chargers. Man, what a drummer, what a band. John Khalifa and the Soul Chargers. They're just something else. You guys got to check them out. They're all over Atlanta. So shouting out to our man, John Khalifa. John Khalifa, bad drummer.
Yes,
you want a
sir.
pocket drummer? Call John Khalifa. He's in the pocket.
Can play anything, jazz, R&B, rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Another drummer I want to shout out to. This time a lady.
Who is that?
Oh, you know who that is.
Miss
Monica.
Miss Drummer.
Miss Drummer.
That's her, yeah. She's new to the ATL.
She's new, but...
And so if any of you folks out there are in need of a drummer, please look her up. You can contact us and we'll get her for you. She's awesome.
You go to her Facebook page. You
right.
Monica Miss Drummer. She's also on YouTube. Again, Monica Miss Drummer. MZ, not MISS. MZ.
Yes.
Monica Miss Drummer. And you'll know it's her. The girl is bad. Bad meaning good. She's bad.
Bad meaning good.
Bad meaning good. Yeah. So those are my 2 shout outs.
That's your 2 shout outs, babe.
2 drummers.
Now, you know something else we haven't done in a while? Ask AJ. Okay. So, come on. I know we got a couple of questions. You want me to go first?
I want you to go first.
Okay.
Again, this is ladies first.
And everybody, please feel free, write in to us. You know, we don't want to tell you to take our advice. You know, you can take it or not take it. You know, it's not anything written in stone. It's just our opinion, on a question that you ask.
You can take it, you know, any way you want to.
Yeah. And we hope that it can help, you know, to some degree. But here we go. AJ, my wife has a habit of always correcting me in front of people. My name is Sean, and we've been married for almost a year. Now, I'm from Alabama and a real Southern man, but my Southern hospitality is getting thin, growing thin, getting thin. I have to say that my wife is from D.C., and that's Washington, D.C. Do you think that has something to do with how she is? How do I get her to stop? Wow, Sean, he said a couple of things in here.
Well, number one, it's embarrassing, you know.
Oh, you have to always be corrected.
To be corrected, you're a grown man. She's correcting him in front of people.
Well, babe, maybe he needs no.
Oh no,
well,
but
that's
not at that time.
Yeah, you like know that. What, Sean? She could wait till you guys get home and say, babe, you know, you said something that wasn't quite right.
Yeah.
You know, she shouldn't do it in front of people. That's kind of embarrassing. And it's disrespectful to you as a man, you know, or to anyone. You know, no one should do that.
It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. It makes a man. It makes him. It you know, it would make him feel small and little and just, you know, like, wow, you know, can't you like diss me?
Yeah, in front of
and it doesn't matter who the person is, but still, you know, she did it. And she didn't do it in good taste, or the timing was off.
Right.
You know. So
I don't think that you should ever do anything like that.
I mean,
but we all need some correcting sometimes.
We do, but it's a matter of, you know,
how you do it and when you do it.
How and when. She could have corrected him.
In the car going home, or
in the car,
whispered to
or
him
afterwards.
Or something.
But then again, she could have did something like you said. It's how you do it too.
Yeah.
You know, instead of just boom, you know, baby, whatever. You know, and he's like,
I know,
just shrinking. You know, like on cartoons.
The incredible shrinking man.
So, did we answer him?
Not really answer, but just, so he says, so how do I get her to stop? I don't know if you can get her to stop. You can.
I want to say something, but I ain't going to say it.
What? Say it. So silly.
I can't say it.
There's
a time for everything. I'll tell you after the show.
Okay. Well, and then I'll let you know what he said on the next show. But Sean, and her being from DC, so you're trying to say it's a northern thing, because we're both northerners. What you trying to say, Sean? That we're rude? I'm not amused. We are not rude people.
No. And every northerner is not rude.
Wait a minute, babe. We can't take it personal. He's talking about his wife.
We're laughing.
I know. I'm like, so silly. Okay, she's a northerner. She might have there's a little stigma attached to people from the north, you know, and that we can be a little abrupt sometimes, a little straightforward, more so, you know. And you know, you state that you're a Southern man, and I know about that Southern hospitality and all.
Much more laid back.
He's a gentleman,
right?
You know? So,
so
just gotta deal with that. I don't know.
Yeah. Like I said, I do have an answer, but it's always a, you know, it's when you say it. Okay. In this case, it's when and where.
Okay.
But hey, Sean, right? Sean. Only thing we can say is keep loving her.
That's a good one. That's right, babe. Keep
Just
on
love her through that, because that's the only way that she knows how to communicate with you.
And know that she's going to do it. You either going to accept it or not.
Right.
And
you know,
if you don't, then that's going to lead to other negative things.
You have to just accept the fact of how she is, and then maybe
and
then talk about it. You know, after you get home, and just talk about it, and maybe she'll kind of switch her ways of doing things. Okay. So,
next question, babe.
We have a question from a lady named Patrice. To us, hi AJ, this is Patrice, and I'm a vocalist, and I'm currently living in South Carolina, but I'm from Maryland. I know you guys are in Atlanta, so I'm writing to you because I may relocate there soon.
Nice.
Come on down. I may leave here because I can't seem to get anything started here. How is it for a vocalist there? Will I have a better time getting my career started in Atlanta?
Well, Patrice, Atlanta is surely becoming the entertainment capital of the world.
If you don't come down,
you're
going to miss a lot of opportunity. Because Atlanta is where it's at.
Yeah. Although I saw something on Facebook a little while ago where it said, "Don't come here, don't come down here. We have enough. It's full." Because the traffic is so bad here. But
no, come on down. Don't listen to us. Come on down, and there's so much that you can find here.
Yeah.
There's so many artists down here.
There's a lot of music here.
A lot of networking, a lot of jam sessions, a lot of things to do. If you can't find something to do with your career down here, then you're not looking. You can stand anywhere and you will meet people. Go to any jam session, you will meet people. It's just a matter of networking, and you'll find your way through.
And you may also make it here on At Home with AJ. So Patrice, we're looking forward to seeing you. We hope you get down here soon.
Yeah. And yeah, like you said, she may just find her way to us.
Oh yeah.
Just look us up, you know, go on YouTube, find us, email us, let us know. Okay?
And now, babe, you know I'm excited, right?
Oh,
I always get excited when we start to talk about our guests.
Yes, but this particular guest is something else.
Yes, sir. This young man is a veteran professional singer, and he's been singing since early childhood. He was influenced by greats such as Nat King Cole, one of your favorites, Sam Cooke, Johnny Hartman, that's who he reminds me of, Johnny Hartman, oh yes, and Frank Sinatra, my goodness. Wow. Among his many musical accomplishments, he has been nominated for an Emmy Award by the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences as a composer for the nationally acclaimed documentary Sweet Auburn, CBS, which included the great Ray Charles and Little Richard. So, you know, we got to get him on here so he can talk about this. Everyone, this young man is affectionately known as the smooth one. So please put your hands together for Mr. Oscar Sheppard. Yes.
Oscar Sheppard. There he is.
How y'all doing?
Oscar.
Good to see you. Good to see you,
man. There he is.
Oscar
is live. He finally made it to.
Have a seat right here in the middle.
Finally made it to At Home with AJ Oscar.
Oh yeah.
I am
honored to be here.
Oh, the man. Your bio alone
Isn't
is
it
impressive.
something? Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
I only dreamt about doing something like that.
Oh my
You have done it, man.
It's all in a day's work.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fabulous stylings of Mr. Oscar Sheppard. He is here on our couch.
And I know how you got that. I was going to ask, where did the smooth one come about? But I know.
The smooth
I
one.
know where it came
Well,
from.
you know, oddly enough, it didn't come from singing.
No?
Where did it come from?
Where did it come
It
from?
came from my grandmother.
Uh-oh.
Grandma?
Yeah.
She called you the smooth one?
Yeah.
Now, why is that?
Well, my grandparents raised me, and my grandmother, we were very close, but I was a little mannish boy, and there was one time when I was getting ready to get a spank. You know how they used to make you go out there and get. Y'all don't know that about
What are you
it.
talking about? Oh, yes,
yes.
we do. Go out there and you pick one that they approve of.
Well, anyway, I brought one in, and then I looked at her. I said, Grandma, your eyes look different in this light. I said, they look pretty in this light. And she said, you think you're smooth.
Oh, that's where it came from. You trying to get out of this.
So that's what she used to say about me sometimes. She said, come here, smooth one,
Oh,
But,
nice.
Beautiful.
Did you get that beaten?
Yeah.
You got it anyway?
Anyway.
Because grandmas do
It
not
didn't work.
play.
It didn't work.
It didn't work.
Wow. What did you do?
Nothing. It was just being managed. It was nothing big. I mean, I was only a kid, so
Yeah.
it was nothing. big.
We did some silly stuff back then.
Oh yeah. But then, I mean, that was part. That's what kept me out of jail and prison and stuff.
And
is
got you right
discipline.
here, right?
That's right.
And
That's
got
what-
you where
that's
you
what
are
got me on
today.
the
That's
AJ.
right.
I got a many a whipping. Well, I did many a whipping.
And I'm glad.
I'm glad. When I think about it now, I'm glad I got them whippings. We were mad at the time.
Well,
But now that we have grown and we think back
I'd
on
rather
what we
for it to
did,
come from there.
I'm glad I got them whippings.
Yeah,
right.
especially
Because it
from Big
made us,
Mama.
all of us, right here. That's
Because there's
Decent.
consequences for everything.
You better
Everything
believe
we
it.
do in life.
If our
Yes,
parents didn't
sir.
discipline us, we would be out there doing all kind of stuff.
That's right.
And now, it says in your bio that you've been singing since early childhood. Now, when did you start singing?
Well, actually, the singing part was more or less like either a hobby or I was in a couple of like plays and stuff. But I was I was very shy as a child. I wanted to sing, and I used to do like everybody else, practice in the shower. But I was afraid to do it in front of people.
Right.
And so I played trombone. So I played trombone.
Okay.
Actually, I played it professionally for years before I started singing. I didn't start singing actually till late in life.
Okay.
I mean, professionally singing. I did what you call the like ensemble singing,
Choir and school
choir,
and things.
like Anthony. He was with a self-contained group, I believe, when you played saxophone.
Yeah.
So I did
Yeah.
stuff like that with
Yeah.
self-contained.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I didn't start actually just standing up front singing until I was about 25.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's late.
And was it?
that's late
Yeah, that's
for a
late.
singer. Yeah.
And were you always doing jazz standards and that type of thing, or were you doing R&B?
Both of them. Yeah, I was. I grew up listening to everything. I have to give that credit to my brother, my older brother, because his interest was varied, and he would go from listening to Johnny Mathis to the Overture of 1812.
Oh, okay.
And I couldn't.
Wow.
I was too young to mess with the hi-fi, as we call it. So all I was doing, I was stuck between him and my grandmother. I had to, listen to whatever they were playing. Yeah, went from Mahalia Jackson to James Brown, and Miles Davis and stuff. So it helped me to develop musically because by the time I started playing and stuff, I was already very aware, of music.
So was it just you and your brother, or do you have sisters?
Sister and two younger brothers.
Now, did your brother sing?
My brother, the one that influenced me, played trombone too.
Okay.
And that's why I got that's why I played trombone, is because that's the one that was left when he went off to school. And I wanted to play. I started off playing drums, but we couldn't afford a drum, so this is what we had. And that's
Was it
what
a slide or a valve?
slide?
Do you still play?
I
Little?
will start back playing. I
Good,
have played that.
You
good.
should pick it up,
Yes, I
man.
will.
You should pick it up.
Yeah.
You should pick it up.
Right.
That is very
but he
good.
played professionally when he was in school, but not, I think, past college. I don't think he did. But in fact, I heard on WCLK they were playing a song by James Moody, and I heard him call my brother's name.
Oh, wow.
And he was on the record. It was recorded here in Atlanta, live at the Magnolia Ballroom. And I remembered the band because this man named Lloyd Terry used to use my brother and a lot of high school students. He was a high school director, music director. He used to use the students to play in the orchestra that played at this.
Nice.
What's your brother's name?
ballroom.
What's his name?
William Sheppard. He's an attorney now.
Okay.
He doesn't play anymore either?
No.
What's wrong with you
You
guys?
gotta pick your axe up.
Come on, William.
Well, I promise I'll
Pick that horn back up.
In fact, we'll do some crusade.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because I was on a long hiatus myself, and the Lord said, "Pick your horn up." The Spirit came to me and said, "Anthony, you need to pick." That's something you did. That was part of your life back then.
Well, he's been telling me. He's been working with me on that. I didn't really. I still have one. I need to get me another one, a better one. But what happened is when I really dedicated myself to singing, I would, like I say, like we said, I started kind of late in life, so I had a lot of catching up to do, and I had a lot of learning to do, I had a lot of growing to do, and so it was hard for me to concentrate on more than one thing at a time. I'm not really a big multitasker, I can tell you that right now.
Well, hey, but that's okay. You just got to do a little bit and get it going. And as a matter of fact, with regard to your singing, I know you're going to do a couple of songs for us. Are they off of this CD?
No, actually the songs that I'm doing tonight will be songs from my nightclub act.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we're looking forward to it. And then when Oscar gets back, we'll talk about this CD, Oscar, the Smooth One Sheppard, Kiddio. But right now, everybody, please put your hands together for Mr. Oscar Sheppard.
Hey, yes, awesome.
Rise and look around you, and you'll see who you are. On a clear day, how it will astound you, and the glow of your being outshines every star. You feel part of every mountain, sea and shore, and you will hear from far and near a world you've never heard before. On a clear day, on that clear day, you will see forever and ever, evermore. Part of every mountain, sea and shore, and you will hear from far and near a world you've never heard before. On that clear day, on that clear day, ever and ever. say that falling in love is wonderful, so wonderful. So they say. The thing that's known as romance is wonderful, so wonderful. So they tell me. I can't recall who said it. I know I never read it. I only know they tell me that love is grand. If there's a moon up above, it's wonderful, wonderful in every way. So they say. One morning, and without any warning, find yourself shouting that love is grand. And to hold your girl in your arms is wonderful.
That's where the smooth one comes from.
You know what I'm hearing?
There it is, Johnny
I'm hearing Hartman back there.
Yes.
I'm hearing, what's his name?
Oscar.
I hear you, but Lou Rawls. I'm hearing a little bit of Rawls.
He keeps telling me you sound like Lou Rawls.
I'm hearing Rawls back there, and that's telling me that you were influenced by Rawls.
Yeah, I'm certainly, by me having a baritone voice and I was certainly influenced by Lou Rawls.
But I'm curious to know when you discovered that you had this voice. Did you always? How did you find this voice? You can listen to music all day long, but how did you come to your own to find this voice and then fine tune it? Everybody don't have a voice like
actually,
that.
other people found it for me. I was, like I said, I was doing just the, the self-contained band singing and stuff. But I was hired by this man named Jesse Jones, J.J. Jones, and in fact, he was a producer back in the 50s. It's my understanding he actually co-produced "You Send Me" by Sam Cooke. But he was managing a singing group here in Atlanta called the Young Divines, and I was in the band that was playing behind them.
Okay.
At one point.
Did they get any acclaim? Did they record?
They recorded. They had a couple songs. One of them did pretty good called "I'll Show You With Love." And but anyway, but I had left, and then I got a call from him about a year or so later to come and play behind them again. But the call, it was odd because when I came, got ready to rehearse, when they picked me up for rehearsal, and I was bringing my trombone out, and he said, "What are you bringing that for?" And I said, "What are you doing with that?" I said, "Well, we're going to rehearsal." He said, "No, I need you to sing. I don't want you." So his idea was to have singing as a warm-up for the group. And I didn't know where he got that from. He explained to me he had heard me doing some of the stuff with the band. And I really had, like I said, I was way too shy to stand up front and sing, so I didn't know where he had gotten that from.
So what did you do?
Well, you weren't prepared, but you did it.
But I did it. Well, the band was so good.
Yeah.
I didn't know any of the musicians, but when I went there, it was I sang. It was a song in particular they wanted me to do. It was called "Easy" by
the Commodores.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when I did it, they just said you have the gig. But like I said, I was not actually expecting to be hired as a vocalist. But I did still play trombone. I had to hide behind it. I played trombone and sang. And eventually I just kind of eased out of playing the trombone and singing.
And just saying, you started getting more comfortable.
Got more comfortable.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy playing trombone?
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. Like I said, I got my professional experience from the time I was about 16 up until 25.
Okay.
And I still played after 25. But I just kind of, as I learned more and stuff, somebody told me, I was at a jam session one night, and they told me that I sounded a lot like Johnny Hartman. I was doing a song called "When I Fall in Love." And I never forget it.
Wow.
And I remember the song, and the gentleman was a drummer, and he made a tape, a 2-hour tape with nothing but Johnny Hartman stuff.
To give to you.
Gave it to me.
You had never heard him?
I had heard him on WCOK, but not
You
enough.
sound just like him. Oh my gosh.
I did a tribute to him.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Grandma was right.
I mean, I have goosebumps, and Anthony knows when I get goosebumps, that means something. You just remind me of him so much.
You took us right back to that time.
And that's our era. We both love the 40s and big band and standards.
When Sinatra, man, those days.
Yeah, I do love that era. I will admit that.
I love the clothes, everything, Oscar.
It's like you feel like you should have been born in that era, born at that time.
Yeah.
So tell us about this award.
It was
actually,
that was what that was. It was a nomination. I did not get it, but it wound up being narrowed down to just 2 people, and the other person got it. But I mean, this was
you and another person. That's just as
good
as getting it.
In fact, they had to send it. They had to send it off because the voting was so close. They had to send it off to Miami to be voted on again.
And that was for an Emmy. My goodness. Award, my goodness.
It was a documentary about Auburn Avenue, and I knew so much about Auburn Avenue. My uncle used to be a doorman and bouncer at the Royal Peacock.
Peacock. I had a feeling you were going to say that.
Do you remember the Wallahaji?
Yeah, I remember Wallahaji on West Lake. I used to play there.
Oh my goodness, I heard so many stories about the Wallahaji and the Royal Peacock. Those were the places, huh?
The Auburn Avenue Casino. It was so many places. And but anyway, the documentary was about Auburn Avenue.
Can we see that?
I don't think now I can send you a copy.
Oh yeah, please.
But I don't. It's not out anymore.
It's not on
they
YouTube
showed it for
or
about
anything?
5 years. They showed it for about 5 years straight, and they showed it on. I did it for Channel 5, but they started showing it on Channel 8. So for about 8 years.
Oh yeah, on GP on Georgia Public. Okay.
But I'd be glad to make a copy.
Oh, please. I
Please
want to
do.
see it.
Please
And
do.
you said we can't get it on YouTube? You think
You can
YouTube might
look and
have it?
see, but I don't think it's.
We're going to look for it tonight.
Okay.
And what is it titled?
It's called Sweet Auburn.
Sweet Auburn. Okay.
Sweet Auburn.
Okay.
Ray
That's
Charles
awesome.
played that club.
At the the Royal Peacock.
he played a couple of-
everybody
yeah.
played that. Yeah.
Because even in the movie
Billy
Ray,
Eckstein.
in the movie Ray, you see actually the actors going over to the.
To the Royal
they talked
Peacock.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They talk about it.
In the
That was in the movie,
Ray,
yeah.
But everybody they played there. Little Richard, Ray Charles, Roy Hamilton, Ella Fitzgerald. Yeah, everybody played there. I mean, I doubt if we can think of it. It'll be easier for us to.
To say who played there rather than who did not play there, right?
That's right.
I know that's right. So tell us about this CD, Oscar.
Well, that CD, I did it. It's been quite a while that I did it. In fact, I'm working on a new one now. But it was featured on BET Jazz. When BET had the jazz station, it was featured.
Who did the layout for you?
I like it.
It's beautiful.
The layout was done by Eric Johnson. He's a photographer and a drummer.
Here in
Atlanta?
Atlanta?
Yeah.
Okay.
Eric Johnson, great photographer and great drummer. Yeah, he did the layout.
And Kitty-O. Tell us about Kitty-O.
Kitty-O is a song by Brooke Benton.
Brooke Benton.
Brooke Benton.
I remember that.
Brooke
Do you
Benton.
remember
Kitty-O,
that?
yeah.
Yeah, my mother was a big Brooke Benton fan, and
You have a little bit of that in you, him and you too.
yeah, I've
Brooke Benton.
done a tribute to him too.
Oh my goodness.
But my mother was a big Brooke Benton fan, and in tribute to my mother, I just said I would always include a Brooke Benton song on my album.
Aw. So wow. Well, I mean, I had heard so much about you, and and Teresa Hightower. She
Well,
talked
that's when I
about
first
you a
met
lot.
you with
Yeah,
Teresa.
with Teresa.
Yes, that's right.
I was telling Anthony, I said that's when I met him when I was with
And we're
Teresa.
still trying to get to Teresa. She's
hard
Yeah,
to
I want
catch up with.
Anthony
I've never met her, but I've
to
heard a
meet
lot
her.
about her. Like, a lot about you.
I love that
She's a
lady.
wonderful
It's
person.
gonna
I love
happen. It's gonna
her.
happen.
And she
We're gonna
loves
get
you,
her.
that's for sure. I remember. That's how I met your wife. Is through.
But where was the gig at?
It was not a gig.
It was a,
A memorial service for was it Leonard?
Oh,
I'm trying to think.
I was thinking that it was a fundraiser for Kevin Dewberry.
Okay, it sure was the fundraiser for Kevin Dewberry. It
He
sure
needed a
was.
kid
It sure
to play.
was. Yeah,
Great,
and
great
Teresa had
guy.
put that together. Yeah, it
Where
was
was
a
it
lot of
held at?
milkshakers. It was a lot of people
milkshakers,
there.
yeah?
It was at Michonne's.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Kevin is
okay.
doing well.
Oh, that I
Yeah,
was just
did a
getting ready
gig
to
with
ask
him,
you
a
how
few
he's
couple of
doing.
weeks ago.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, he's doing great. He's doing
Well,
great.
shout outs to Kevin
Kevin
Dewberry.
Dewberry, yeah.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Teresa Hightower,
And
because you got to
Teresa.
come on the show,
Yes.
Teresa.
We're gonna get you, Teresa. It's gonna
She
happen.
said she would. She'll
Oh,
be
yes,
here. She'll
do
be
it.
here.
She's
But we're
wonderful.
so glad that you are here.
Right.
And
I'm
how
glad to be
do
here.
we get this CD?
It's on iTunes and it is on CD Baby. As a matter of fact.
Okay. iTunes and CD Baby. And if we wanted to get in touch with you, Oscar, what do we want to do? Because I know someone out here is going to want to get you to
Oh yeah.
sing for them.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Well, I think everybody knows by now, and it's easy to find me on Facebook. And I can give my phone number if you need that. But also Reverb Nation. I have a
okay.
page on there too.
Okay, Reverb Nation and Facebook. And your Facebook address is?
Facebook.com/Oscar Sheppard or /Oscar the Smooth One Sheppard.
There you have it. Everybody, the smooth one, Mr. Oscar Sheppard. We are so glad to have you here, sir. And I know you'll be back.
Oh yeah. Look
Gotta come
forward
back.
to it.
Bring the trombone.
Is there anybody that you want to shout out?
Trombone.
You want to shout out to your wife?
I want to shout out to my family and my
Yeah,
wife,
yeah.
Veronica Sheppard, my granddaughter, because she'll be tuning in to watch the show. My granddaughter Mackenzie, my daughter Sabrina, and my daughter Nicole.
Hi,
Which
Mackenzie,
Nicole is
Sabrina,
Mackenzie's
and Nicole.
Everybody.
Yeah.
All my Facebook friends, as a matter of fact, and YouTube friends. I have a YouTube page myself.
Okay. And so you want them to hit that subscribe button just like we do.
Oh,
Hit that
yeah.
subscribe
Let's hit that
button.
subscribe button.
Yeah.
And make sure you subscribe here to AJ.
Oh, yes. Thank
Tell
you.
'em.
Well, thank
home
you,
with
sir.
AJ.
Thank
Yes,
you so
sir.
much for being
Well,
here.
thank you so
Yeah,
much.
Lord.
Well, thank you.
Oh.
Okay.
We get
got you.
hugged.
We got you.
We gonna get hugged.
All right.
But anyway, everybody, this has been another wonderful evening here at Home with AJ, where vision
And reality
come together. Say
Everybody.
good night, Oscar.
Good night. Good night, Oscar.
See y'all soon. Good night, Oscar.